What if you could be $100 richer tomorrow? Okay, next week. What if you could be $100 richer next week? What if you could feel more peace and more balance, or having a sense of direction again after all of this COVID? Maybe you are feeling really unmoored and needing a sense of feeling anchored. And so, if you're feeling that sense at all in your life, hi, I am Jen. I'm the founder and owner of Laughing Lotus Wellness, and I'm a purpose coach and expert. And what I do is work with people who are kind of struggling. Right now, after COVID, we have a lot of people that are feeling really unanchored. And so, what I do is step in and I work with people who are feeling kind of like not sure what their purpose is, having arrived in the place they wanted to be, having that dream business or career path, only to get there and have COVID kind of shake things up. And now you're reassessing everything, right? Everything you do. We hear it all around us. If you open your ears and listen into people's conversations, there are so many people that are finding that this new normal is really complicated. And so what I do is work to help you find clarity around exactly how you're going to reconnect with your success, your version of success, and your purpose, right? We want to pull those two things together, get clarity around the things that are maybe clouding it up for you and making it more challenging, and try to eradicate some of that, create some space for peace and joy. Because when we're in peace and joy, we are more aligned to show up in our purpose. So today I just want to visit with you really quickly about a giveaway I'm having, and let you ask questions if you have it. So if anybody hops in and asks questions about my upcoming giveaway, please let me know. So first things first, I have a $100 Amazon gift card up for grabs. So today I was in Insight Timer doing a meditation. And we were really diving into all of our layers of our senses and asking questions and stepping into this new way of sort of imagining, or actually like reawakening it. What I found was when I was done supporting people in this meditation, we were talking about the five senses. And we talked about, what does joy smell like, right? In your hands, what does healing feel like? And so we went into the senses and we were doing all these things, and we came out and we always spend time in community, which is like one of my very favorite parts of the entire journey. And someone brought up COVID and how I was talking about how overstimulated we can feel in our culture right now. We have so much coming at us. It was that way before COVID, and then COVID hit and everything kind of shut down. Right? Everybody kind of went more inward. We were working from home. Kids are schooling from home. And what happened was our senses started to come back in. Okay. And that was distressing too. So we're not talking about that part of it. But what happened was, now we're in this new state where everybody's like, we're going back to the new normal. What the hell's the new normal? And what I'm finding so much, even today in this meditation, this community conversation, is how distressed people really are. And in my purpose work, what I was finding was that people were struggling, honestly, even to kind of get to the purpose, because right now there is so much distress. Dear friend of mine did some math. 67 million people have depression and anxiety in our country. That's a staggering number of human beings that are struggling. And so much of it today, as I was talking in my community, was all about COVID, trying to return to work, trying to return to school, trying to return to this like normal, and like, what the hell even is that? And so there is this great source of sort of distress for many people as we try to reconvene and reorganize what the world looks like after coming out of this. And for so many people, COVID brought some misalignment initially, right? Because we were really distressed, but alignment about where they were feeling in their lives, about their careers and their paths, their journeys. Like I'm not wanting to go back to work. I don't want to be in an office the way I once was. I don't want to do that anymore. One person said today, this was so beautiful, friends. She said, I can actually focus more on my community now that I work from home. How beautiful. Literally, I was like, that is so freaking beautiful. So my point is that we actually can tap into greater resource for ourselves and other people when we're able to have more balance. And that's what so many people found during COVID, was like, even though there was a lot of distress and we were sad and it was traumatic and we missed events and we missed our families, there was also this sense of sort of a realignment. And so as people come out of that, there is like really a reported large amount of people who are really suffering and trying to reconvene and go to work spaces where they feel irritable and they feel frustrated and they don't feel purposeful anymore. They don't feel balanced. And so that is really what I hope to do, is help guide you on the journey back to a space where you can feel more rooted and at peace in order to live that alignment in terms of your purpose and what you want to do here. But for some people, friends, the whole reason I'm diving into this week, and I actually altered it, this week of healing I'm hosting, and it's like 5 days and there's different days, and I'll get to that in a second. The reason I did it, I changed it. I was going to do one whole different thing. And after hearing so many people talk about this high level of distress, I was like, need to rethink this whole thing. So I did. So I went back to the drawing board. And what I really hope to do for these 5 days, over about the next week, starting tomorrow morning early, 7 a.m. sunrise yoga and meditation. First of all, you can win an Amazon gift card. Okay, so like, just if nothing else, right? Hopefully you can come in and find some balance and some peace, and I'll walk you through some practices. But you can, by doing some of those simple things, also go into a drawing for a $100 Amazon gift card. But it's really bigger than that. And I think I've really come to the conclusion, like, the Amazon gift card's super awesome, and I can't wait for somebody to win it. I can't wait to give it away. I'm super excited about that. Truthfully, what I'm really excited about is sharing space with people and starting to try to provide little resources. And that's what this was always meant to be, was like little bits and bite-sized pieces of what I teach and how I coach. And so we are going to spend 5 days together. One of the days, there's 2 events. I think it's 5 days. It might be 4, but there's 2 events on Friday. And what it's going to be is little bite-sized exercises and practices. They're not going to be, 2 hours long. We're going to hop in tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. sunrise yoga and meditation. I just wanted to create a space that if you're not sure about these things, maybe you never tried them, maybe you love them, and you're like, hell yeah, I'll take a free exercise. Thanks. I'll show up and do free yoga. Great, right? Great. And so that's what we're going to start with tomorrow. And let me walk you through briefly, what the things are going to look like, and then feel free to ask questions. So beginning tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., Facebook only. So the only tricky piece of this, and I'll tell you where you can go to read the details, so in case you get lost in the shuffle. The only tricky thing about the way this lays out is that some of them are only on one platform, on social platform. So tomorrow, Facebook, in Laughing Lotus Wellness, Facebook, 7 a.m. sunrise yoga and meditation. Okay, so that's where you want to go to catch that. So you can catch it later, but in order to be available for the drawing, in order to get an entry, you have to be there live. Okay, so it's not like watching it later. You have to be there live. You get entries or stamps in your passport because we're going on a journey. We're exploring ourselves, our minds, our bodies, our souls. And by God, we're exploring the way to get back to some sense of feeling balanced again after all of this COVID shit. Okay, so that's really kind of the goal. Okay, so you get stamps or entries each time you attend an event live. You get stamps and entries when you tag 2 friends in the comments and are like, hey, join us as we explore whatever we're doing, meditation or what Reiki on Thursday, whatever it is. Join me and Jen, and we're going to be doing this thing that we want you to join us. And so you can tag 2 friends, okay? And then the other thing you can do is subscribe or follow me as a new follower. So this is only for new followers. If you haven't subscribed or followed me, if you do that and tag me, hey, Jen, I'm new, I will add you an entry. Okay. So there's lots of ways you can actually get access to going into that drawing for that Amazon card. And I would love to see you have $100 in your pocket to spend on whatever it is you need or want, right? And you're showing up to free stuff, to learn, to have an experience in your body, to have an experience in your mind, to try on something new as a resource and see if it's useful to you. So I invite you to do that. So tomorrow morning we start at 7 a.m. And then the next time we meet is Thursday. We're going to be on Instagram only at noon. We're going to be doing a Reiki meditation and question and answer. So that's going to be really beautiful. That's going to be experiential. Everything will be experiential in some way, shape, or form. It won't just be talking. So just so you know ahead of time, right? Wear your comfy clothing. We're going to get in. We're going to have an event. We're going to have an experience in our bodies. And then you'll have the opportunity always to ask questions while we're in the room and in the space. And if you do it later and have questions, pop those into the comments. I'm happy to get back to you. Then Friday in the morning, bright and early, YouTube only, 8 a.m., we're going to do a breathwork and sound bath exercise. And I'm super excited about this one. Sound baths are one of my favorites. So I will have my singing bowls out. We're going to do a beautiful breath practice to open up. And then we're going to, and dive deep into that sound healing so you can just sit and take in that beautiful healing sound. And then Friday at noon, we're going to be talking about the energy centers in the body, enhancing the wisdom and awareness of the energy centers. And so we're going to be doing that Friday noon, and that is on all platforms. So by Friday at noon, we reopen up all the platforms and invite you all in whatever format's your favorite to come and join me. And then Monday, here's the biggie. Monday is a big one. Monday is at 7:30 p.m. It's Zoom only. So you have to register for it. And you register on my website at laughinglotuswellness.com. Again, that's laughinglotuswellness.com. I'm on all socials exactly the same way, same name, Laughing Lotus Wellness. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Please go and subscribe. On YouTube, when you're a new subscriber, please tag me in it. If you don't, I don't have any way of knowing that you're new and you're subscribing. So newbies to any of my platforms, please say, hey, I'm new. This is, and it'll have your name attached, right? So I have a way of tracking who's done it. I know one person already nabbed onto my YouTube. So that's really fun to see. So if you're a new person to me, welcome in, win $100. Okay, right? So that's what we're going to do. Monday evening is going to be all about purpose. So we're tapping into my favorite stuff. So this week, we're intentionally using these practices to dive into the mind-body connection, to dive into some peace, some of my very favorite healing modalities. And then by Monday, hopefully we're feeling a little bit like we can kind of step into that area of purpose and take a look around a little bit and see if there's some work that we want to do there and how we can live into our greatest alignment in that place. And so I'm really excited about Monday, and there will be a bonus giveaway on Monday. You're welcome. So show up Monday, but the only way you get that is live. So the lives, that's the way you get your entries. If you tag 2 friends, you get entries. And then if you are a new subscriber or follower, you get entries. So that's kind of how those passport entries work. And I will be tracking all of them diligently. I promise. I can't wait to give this gift card away. So we'll meet Monday morning. So I would say I will do my announcement next week, probably midweek to Thursday. So I will unveil who actually won the Amazon gift card. And so that's up for grabs. But honestly, my friends, again, I want to wrap up. I want to say, truly, I hope you'll join me in this. I mean it when I say I really think that I've had some eye-opening conversations with people who really made me distinctly aware that the suffering as we're coming out of COVID is significant. And it kind of made me shift gears a little bit. Like, okay, I was kind of going one way, and I think maybe I need to step in and support and hold space for the fact that many people are really unanchored. And so the first thing we want to do is get anchored back in ourselves. But some of the things I know I'm hearing, and if you relate to any of this, I'm hearing people talk about irritability. They're feeling overstimulated. They're really anxious to go back to work, and they're anxious to be around so many people again. People have uncovered that they don't really like their jobs anymore, or they don't want to go back to an office anymore. There's all kinds of areas where people are feeling distinct pressure. And the pressure of our culture to return to normal, and no one even knows what the hell that is. So with all that angst, like I said, I just kept hearing it. I thought, I have it. I struggle to go to Target. I used to go to Target anytime, any day, didn't matter. Now, if it's a busy time of day, like a Saturday or around dinner time, hell no. Hell no. I find myself less patient with BS. Like I don't want to deal with small talk anymore. I wasn't already a fan. And I find that I have less wherewithal to show up and just talk about nothing. There's brass tacks, right? I think the pandemic was a great reminder of the fragility of our lives, right? And also how resilient we are. I mean, both. And so for me, I really think I've realized I was really just yearning for deeper connections with people. And so I've changed, right? And when I had to sit back and reflect on that, I was like, geez, I don't know anyone who hasn't said they haven't had some shift or transformation due to COVID. So I just want to open this space that if you're in that place and you're having a hard time, and I know so many people, the chat in Insight Timer Meditation today was full of people saying, I am not the same person. I am stressed. I am anxious. I'm depressed. I was anxious and depressed maybe before COVID, and now it is at an all-time high. I cannot tell you enough about how many people are struggling. And so I want to make space for us to come together and find that balance, to find that realigning and what that new realignment really looks like. because the old normal, whatever the hell that is, it doesn't exist. We all experienced traumatic loss in some way, shape, or form. Traumatic anxiety, fear. So now as we come back in to expect us to be the same people we were prior to that, that's we're not going to do that. Okay. And unlikely if you are, bless your heart and namaste, because most everyone I've talked to is like, nope, I'm different. I'm different. So if you could use that kind of support, if you could use that kind of sacred space, I really invite you into this week and doing these events with me and bringing your questions. Oh my gosh, bring your questions, bring your thoughts, bring, the things that you're really feeling like you want to work towards, and share that with me. So I invite you, please, 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 tomorrow morning, let's start it together. Let's get on this journey, right? Get your passports open. Let's get you some stamps in there for each thing you attend with me, and join some entries into winning a free Amazon gift card to help, whatever that is for you, right? Whatever little thing that would bring you joy, right? Whatever that is, $100 towards it. So join me tomorrow morning, Facebook Live, 7 a.m., Sunrise Yoga and Meditation. I will be there in my yoga clothes, ready to stretch and hang out with you guys. It will be a very gentle practice. I promise we're not going to do anything too crazy to start. And then I'll be back on Thursday on Instagram to do a meditation with you, a Reiki-inspired meditation and healing. So I really invite you, ask questions, let me know if you need anything, but otherwise, if you want more information, go to my website, that laughinglotuswellness.com, and go in the events. And in that events page, I list out like where to go, the time it is, everything is in Central Standard Time. So if you go in there and look at the list, it's right there on my website. That's the easiest place to go. And so get some entries, friends. There's a lot of easy ways to do this. I made it so easy to get entries for everyone because I really want you all to have your name in there like dozens of times if we can make it happen. That's what I would love to see. So please join me. And if you go to my website, you can also sign up for that Zoom on Monday evening at 7:30 p.m. That's Central Standard Time. We did that one event in the evening, and that's so I could really hold space. I wasn't in the middle of my workday doing 18 things. I really want to hold space with you and talking about purpose. So we'll be doing some exercises in there as well. Again, another free bonus gift will be given out on Monday night live to people that attend. You got to register on that for that through my website. So if you go to my website, you'll see and book an appointment, there'll be the free purpose class on Monday. So I hope you'll join me for all, some, anything, like, right? Throw in questions, throw in anything that you want to know more about. That's really what this week is about. It's about sharing space and healing together and making these connections. We really need each other. As profoundly as I could say, as elegantly as I could possibly put it, one of my meditators and Insight Timer this morning said, we need to hold space. We need to be graceful and kind and loving to each other. And she was right. And so I just hope that this week is holding space for you in kindness and love and peace, that you can take that out into the world and use it for you and other people too, right? That's the whole idea. That's the collective idea of us coming together and sharing space. So this is Jen supporting you on your path to purpose and hoping that somebody amazing who deeply needs it wins that $100 Amazon gift card. And all you have to do is show up. Again, for more information about any of that, please head to my website, laughinglotuswellness.com, click on events. That'll tell you all the stuff that you need to know. I also have posts on Instagram. I've got posts on Facebook that outline the specificity of all of this. If you go and see that $100 Amazon gift card picture, that little like Canva snapshot, if you click and go through, I will also have all of the rules and things there. So you have a couple spots you can go. My website's just easiest. So I hope to see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., Sunrise Yoga and Meditation. I hope to see you there. And I hope to spend time with you this week, getting to know you and getting to hear about where your needs are, what you're needing, how I can show up and support you in this journey. So blessings, love, and light on your path to purpose, my friends. And I look forward to seeing you this week.